Hi, just wondering if you feel like you're a bit of a purple sheep. Now, say it's a purple sheep. They're people who, like myself, who are intuitive, empathetic. They see things from a different perspective and they see life through a different lens compared to, everybody else in the family and family members and even their friends. It can be really hard being a purple sheep, and especially when you're younger and growing up and, living life and seeing and feeling things completely different, but not having the vocabulary or understanding of what it's all about. So, that feels normal to you in life, but it's different compared to how everybody sees and feels things. So I remember as a child being very sensitive, oversensitive, and everything like that. But what ends up happening is you sort of go inwards when you're a purple sheep. You don't express yourself because you're going to get judged if you turn around and say, that, you believe in spirits or things like that. That was a big shutdown when, particularly as a teenager and a young adult, because back then, either people believed or they didn't, and there was more people that didn't believe in all this sort of stuff. So you were shut down very quickly for opening your mouth. But, times have changed. We are awakening, to all this. People who have never experienced intuition, recognizing their intuition and sensitivities are starting to do that. So there's more and more people that are opening up to this. And if you're a purple sheep and no one else is understanding, that's okay. And I think we're purple sheep for a reason, because when there's no understanding out there and you can't open yourself to others, it forces you in. So it forces you in then to get a greater understanding of who you are. You get a greater understanding of how your energy works, how you sense and feel the world, and you get a greater understanding of what you spiritually stand for. And so when then that you feel more and more empowered in that, that's when you start to step out and go, you know what, this is me, this is who I am. Like how I am is just like having a left arm, so it can be put people off too when other people go, oh, you into that stuff. Like for us, it's not stuff, it's part of who we are. It's ingrained in us, and it is, it's who we are. It's genetically who we are. So, if you're a purple sheep, that's okay. When your time is right, you'll feel empowered to step out more and see this time that if you're still unsure about everything, the best thing you can do is find some information, find a mentor, get some knowledge, and really start to try and understand how you tick, like how different emotional expressions feel to you, like off from others, or take notice of what messages you might be getting in your dreams, or the messages you might be getting in how you feel and perceive the world. And keep a diary or a journal, but just start to understand you. And the more you understand you, then you'll start to feel a little bit of sense of self-empowerment with it all, and you might find then that you will start to step out a little bit more and feel free that you can voice yourself. And then don't be surprised if you cross paths with people who are like-minded and just like you, and you start to find your tribe. Okay, thanks. Have a great day. Bye.